Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I woke up in the middle of the night. I had some things on my mind and worked a little bit. Bought some digital assets in the middle of the night. Isn't it great that we can buy digital assets in the middle of the night? We don't have to wait for some stock exchange to open up. Excuse me. Okay, I've had some slow computer problems this morning, so I'm hoping that this goes off without a hitch. Let's see. This is from Bond Crip, at Bond Crip. I woke up this morning and I had a whole inbox full of great information. Thank you to my friends out there that helped me provide content. So go follow Bond Crip. Germany's second largest stock exchange launches crypto trading app, Bison. Now, I talked about Bison yesterday. What I did not mention, I had forgotten to mention, is this. According to FinExtra, the app enables free of charge trading in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Ripple. And so the thing in there that is huge is this operates like the way I think the Robinhood app operates. So they must be trying to compete this free trading business. And I don't know how these companies are. I don't know if they're making money through advertising or how they're monetizing their companies when they're doing free trading, but it's pretty nice for us, and so that's pretty big. So this is a company. This is the second largest stock exchange in Germany. So those of you that live in Germany, and they may extend into other parts of Europe, those of you that live over that way, you ought to get this app and start trading. Moving along, I'm going to delete these windows as I go so that my computer does not freeze up on me today. Yesterday, I think it was yesterday, Ripple put out their next edition of the Ripple Drop, episode 9, where they take you behind the scenes at Ripple. David Schwartz, the CTO of Ripple, is in this one, and he basically talks about how XRP is consensus and we've seen a lot of the problems with proof of work. And then they talk also, I believe in here, to the guy who's in charge of finding talent at Ripple. I thought that was kind of interesting. But this is a definite watch. You can go to Ripple's Twitter feed. Excuse me. You can go to Ripple's Twitter feed, or you can go to YouTube, and it's the Ripple channel, and you can watch this. So it's interesting. Definite watch. And then XRP Crypto Wolf sent me this. He's a definite follow also, at XRP Crypto Wolf. This is the B2C2 Group, an electronic OTC trading firm and crypto liquidity provider, has just got the green light from the FCA to offer crypto derivatives in the UK. Well, I just wanted to show you this because I've said time and time again, all of the traditional financial products that you know and have invested in over the years that involve stocks, bonds, and all of traditional finance, those products are going to be packaged into digital assets, and those things are going to be tokenized. And basically what is about to happen over the course of the next few years, the world's going to be tokenized, and the new asset class of digital assets is going to literally swallow not just the other asset classes, but all of the asset classes and new asset classes. Things that weren't liquid before are going to become liquid, and they're going to be traded side by side. And I'm going to show you more of that in this video. Okay, this is from, I don't give Mr. B shout outs often enough, but Mr. B is one of the most active XRP communities out there. And so you need to go, if you don't follow him, he's a definite follow. At XRP Mr. He sent me this, and I thought I just needed to show you all this. And this person is a definite follow as well. Many of you that have been around for a while have heard me talk about putting your big boy pants on. We've been in this bear market for a long time. And if you're still here and you're listening to me now, you did put your big boy pants on. I've had to put my big boy pants on over the last year in more than one way. And so that's always been my way of saying, listen, digital assets are a new and evolving thing, and it's a volatile thing. If you understand what you're invested in and you understand exactly how huge all of this is, then I've told people many times before, stop whining about the day-to-day market and this bear market, and focus on what got you here. The research, the listening to different people, not just one, your common sense guided by your experiences, and then reading for yourself and doing your own research in addition to listening to people like me. Don't take my word for it. Go and read the articles that I'm showing to you, because most of the articles I'm showing, these are the opinions of people who are much more well-to-do in finance than I am. These are people from New York City. These are people in the know. I'm going to show you one of them today and what he said. But definitely go follow Big Boy Pants XRP. This guy, I'm hoping, is going to become a very important community member, and I will be joking with someone on stage in Liechtenstein one day, and maybe Big Boy Pants XRP I'll be able to get him on stage with me, he or she. So it's at Big XRP. Great Twitter handle. I like it. Next, Web Surfer. Genesis Global Trading reveals crypto lending is alive and kicking in the bear market. In Q4 of 2018, its loan originations have more than doubled in size from $500 million to a total of $1.1 billion, folks. So this is why, while Bloomberg and people like that are telling us that all of Wall Street and everybody's running from crypto, and meanwhile, follow the money. Like I keep saying, watch where the money's going, watch where the venture capital money's going, watch where the investors, the institutional investors are going, watch where, in this case, where the crypto lending is going. That's what's really getting set up in this market. Okay, moving along. And this is from Michael. He's just called Michael. Normally people have 2 or 3 names in their Twitter handle. Just Michael, but he's at VAL5LINX. And he sent me this. I'm sorry, I'm a little congested this morning. I'm sorry I have to keep clearing my throat. But he sent me this, which Michael sent me my favorite article of today. And this is exciting right here, folks. And I'm going to show you why. This is an article about something that the former NASDAQ CEO had said. What will happen if the $500 trillion global market is tokenized as projected by former NASDAQ CEO? Let's go down here and read his, I think it was a tweet that he did at some point. Hold tight. Like I said, my computer slowed down a little bit today, so I'm doing the best I can. It's time for a restart and maybe a new computer. He says this: 100% of stocks and bonds trading on Wall Street today could be tokenized. And in 5 years, 100% of stocks and bonds on Wall Street will be tokenized. That's Robert Grefeld, the former chairman and CEO of NASDAQ. Now, if you want one huge, massive reason besides many others that I could give you to be invested in XRP, this is one of the bigger ones. And I talk about this often, but I want to go down and show you an example. This guy right here is the Patrick Byrne. He's the CEO of Overstock. I believe he left Overstock in the last few months to work on his new project. And he talks about it in this article, a blockchain tech stack for civilization. What he went to start, and let me move, I think I can get rid of this article. I don't think there was anything else in that article. What Patrick Byrne went to start was a company called T0. And what this is a platform for trading securities tokens. Okay, it's a securities token exchange. Well, what that article that I just showed you said was that, and what he said in the video is that all of the stocks and the bonds and all of the different assets that are going to be tokenized over the next 5 years comes to a total of $500 $1.8 trillion in assets that are going to be tokenized. And those assets that are going to be tokenized are going to be trading side by side with many assets that are digital assets that exist because of the technology and are not assets that were tokenized into digital assets. Like XRP, folks, like XRP. Well, if you don't believe that those security tokens on exchanges like this are going to be traded side by side with XRP, then just look. This is an article from just a little while back. You know, our buddy CZ Binance, he's the mover and the shaker in this whole thing. Well, this is from back during September. Binance partners with Malta to launch a security token trading platform. So what you're going to have is you're going to have exchanges across the world, and who knows, they'll probably one day all be interconnected. And all of these exchanges, you will be able to not just trade from a tokenized stock or a tokenized bond into an XRP or into a Tron or into a Bitcoin or whatever, but also the important thing about all of this is that this is going to fix what has been a long-term problem in stocks and bonds and all that, and that's settlement. If you I can go to my online trading account right now, and if I sell out of a stock, it's going to take 3 days before I can get my hands on the cash. I think it's at least 3 days for settlement. Now imagine when all of these are trading side by side and they're all tokenized and these are digital assets, the settlement occurs right then, which also means that you can then turn around and move your money right then. Well, what are you going to use to move your money? And this is kind of my point, my overall point. With regard to settlement, XRP is the settlement asset. With regard to movement of money, nothing moves faster than XRP. So let me just show you, for those of you that have never seen this was an article back in August. The TechCrunch founder, who's Michael Arrington, he formed Arrington XRP Capital. There was an article back in August where he was bragging about how he sent $50 million in XRP, and it took 3 seconds, and it cost him 30 cents. And I want to read the quote from him. I want to read to you what he said in this article, because imagine a world where we have all of these platforms where you can be trading security tokens in and out of other digital assets like XRP, and then when you're ready to move the money, XRP can move it for you faster than anything, and in large amounts for very cheap, almost nothing. So here's what Arrington said, and you just ask yourself this question as I read you this. Are there going to be other platforms and hedge funds and exchanges that hear Arrington's words and say, you know what, he's got a real point there, we need to move our money with XRP? And then what does that look like over time from a liquidity standpoint for our XRP investment? It is unbelievable is what it is. Okay, so here's what it says in this article. When you need to actually get down and move money, he's talking about from his limited partners. When you need to actually get down and move money from our LPs to us, from us to our companies, from us back to our LPs, when we hopefully make money for them, it's just fantastic. Arrington says his company's first deal involved a transfer of $50 million. XRP facilitated the transfer with huge cost and time savings over traditional ways of moving money. Our very first closing was over $50 million, and we moved that money in 3 seconds. And it cost like 20 or 30 cents to move that $50 million or something $million. Bitcoin and Ether can't compare to that. Here. There you go, Michael Arrington. Okay, moving along. And I want to, XRP veteran sent me this morning. This is a great reminder for you all every once in a while. I've shown this before, but it's one of those I need to keep showing. And it reminds me of somebody else that I always think of when he says this. May 2011, who will be next? And this is, go follow at XRP_veteran, by the way. This is great stuff. This is from a guy, Greg Schoen, who tweeted this back in 2011, okay, in May 2011. I wish I had kept my 1700 BTC at 6 cents instead of selling them at 30 cents. Now they're $8. That kind of puts things in perspective, doesn't it? Every time I see this tweet, it also reminds me to give a shout out to Jungle Inc. Jungle Inc., if you don't listen to Jungle Inc., he's on YouTube and he's on Twitter. Go look for Jungle Inc. YouTube. Jungle Inc. is one of the first guys I ever listened to. Him and Alex Cobb were those two guys were the first guys that I ever listened to that inspired me to start my channel. And I remember listening to Jungle Inc. and I literally got pumped up about XRP the first time I listened to it. And I was like, this guy's on to something. He's got something going on here. But then the reason I brought up Jungle Inc. is because he tells a story of one of his friends named Billy. And he talks about how Billy did something similar to what this guy did with Bitcoin with XRP. He sold his XRP when it was nothing. He thought it was something, but it was nothing. And then he looked up and he was like, oh, I wish I had not sold it. Well, he has a campaign, or I don't know if you'd call it a campaign, but in the past I've seen hashtag don't be a Billy. And that's Jungle Inc.'s thing. But anyway, I haven't given Jungle Inc. a shout out recently, so he needed one anyway. Moving along. Next, this is huge, folks, and I keep on showing you things like this because I can't show you this enough. Canadian crypto exchange has lost access to its cold storage. Now, this is the first time I've read one like this. I've read about exchanges getting hacked, and I've warned you about not keeping your digital assets on exchanges. This is the first time that I've read about an exchange that literally lost their private keys to the cold storage where they're storing your digital assets. That's just one more way that you could lose your digital assets. And I'm not going to go into this whole article. I'm just going to tell you this is the Quadriga CX exchange went offline a couple of days ago. Maintenance issues were cited as the reason behind the downtime. However, it has since transpired that the story it goes deeper, and they basically lost, if you can imagine this, they have lost their private keys is the way I read this article. Unbelievable. And so all of those people who had their digital assets on their exchange, they are now going to be dealing with a bankruptcy court or something like that probably. And so that is scary. And that's why all the time I bring up to you the Ledger Nano S. This is the way I store my digital assets. This is the way everybody who's just an average person out there needs to store their digital assets. The Ledger Nano S people, they have the Ledger Nano X now that works with Bluetooth and an app on your phone. But you can still go and get the Ledger Nano S, which was their original product, for like $59 now. It's a lot cheaper. It used to be $100. So if you haven't done it, there's a link to this in the description of every video that I do. And so just click on that and you can go and get one. These people are sharp. They'll get it to you, and everything works great because I do it myself. I use it myself. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe and hit the like button and tell your friends and family that do not leave your digital assets on a crypto exchange, that it can be lost. Take control of your private keys. Don't give those private keys to someone else. Thank you for listening.